Hi everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm an indie author, and today we're going to be talking about my writing process. I'm going to give you 5 facts about the way I write. I thought I would do a little something about my writing process. I have done a video on this before, which I'll link up in the cards, but it's been a while and things have shifted slightly. So here are 5 facts about my writing process. Number 1, I write 2 books at once. This is something I've been doing for a number of years now and it works well for me. I wouldn't recommend it to a newbie writer, but that's simply because I knew when I first started that I couldn't have done it when I was first starting writing. The story for this is simple. I was working on Waiting on You and I got stuck hard with writer's block. I had the idea for 4th week just sitting in my head and waiting to get written, so I made a deal with myself. I would write the first 11 chapters because that's where I was with Waiting on You, and then I would reassess. And boom, the block was gone and I wrote those 11 chapters and then switched back to Waiting on You, and since then I've stuck with it. It means that generally I get my books finished in about 5 months or so, and it means I rarely get writer's block, though some of that could be just the way I write. I really enjoy writing 2 books. People always ask if I get confused, and I don't. Both are generally so different. Like right now, one is a dystopian sci-fi and the other is paranormal romance. They're completely different from each other, so nope, I've never got confused between the 2. And like I said, it works for me. Number 2, I write better mid-morning to mid-afternoon. It used to be that I wrote better in the mornings, even though that's always been the worst time chronic illness wise, and then it switched to a block of a couple of hours in the afternoon, and then it was from midday onwards. But as with all things, it's changed again, and now I find I write better starting from about 10ish to around 3 PM time. It means that I can get my morning stuff done, chat with Kim, settle in to write, and head up to bed around 3 or 4 and read a book before sleep. There are changes to this from time to time. When I was going through a period of not being able to sleep well, I worked best first thing in the morning, and we're talking wee hours of 4 AM onwards. But since I've settled down and my sleep is somewhat back to normal, I found I have a different routine for when I get things done. It's unsure if that will change, but I'm sure as I get older and my body adapts and all that jazz, it will. But for now, that's my sweet spot. Number 3, I find it easier to stay on task if I multitask. Along with having a certain time of day, I found that I do really well writing wise if I multitask. I know a lot of people who can't do that, who have to focus on the words on the page, otherwise nothing gets done. But for me, I need to be chatting with a friend and doing a few other bits and pieces on social media. Otherwise, I find I don't get much done. This can be a mix of chatting on Twitter or doing Insta stories or blocks of time writing and then a short break. But I have done my best and quickest work when I'm multitasking, and I find that in other areas of my working life too. Like when I write blog scripts or blog posts, I do better with short blocks of attention and multitasking otherwise. I don't know why, it's just how it works for me. And since it means I'm at my most productive, I stick with it. Number 4, I have a set routine for writing. As I mentioned before, I have a set routine. It's not just about the time of day, but what's going on around me. I have a good friend who I generally voice call with in the mornings, and from there we settle into text chatting later in the day. This is part of my writing routine and it allows me to get some of the morning stuff done without feeling the need to do other things. It means when I sit down at my desk, I'm ready to write. My office, where I do most of my filming, is my usual writing spot. As you can see, I have my phone set up for Insta stories, I have my chair nice and comfy, I have the Toby Tree lights on and the window for good light. I also have a cup of tea and will sometimes use noise cancelling headphones to make sure that I don't get disturbed. But it all makes up my writing routine, and without it, I sometimes feel a bit lost. I can at times work in bed, and up there I have another set routine to make the most of my time. It usually involves talking with Kim on the phone and typing on my tablet, as I have a Bluetooth keyboard that will easily switch between the 2. And I have a mount up there too, so I can even leave my phone within my eye line. And number 5, I can't listen to music, nor do I do playlists. This is something that I'm not sure many people know about me. I have auditory processing disorder, and it means that I basically find it hard to filter out sounds. It's been something I've struggled with my whole life, and it's been one of the reasons all my videos are captioned, because without captions I find it really hard to watch YouTube and other shows. So I don't have music playlists for my work in progress or any of my books. I don't listen to music at all while writing because it's a huge distraction for me. At certain points I will be able to listen to ambient sounds, and I prefer cafe noises and thunderstorms. But I will only be able to do that on some days, and it's not something I can manage all the time. I was really lucky in getting some great noise cancelling headphones for free, and I will use those from time to time to allow me to focus on the work in front of me, but generally it's not a problem. So that's why you don't see playlists from me, and why you probably never will. So there we have it, my 5 facts about my writing process. There are many different facets that make up my writing process, just like there are that make up anybody's writing process. And I am just as the same as any other writer, that I have my own little quirks and my own little reason for doing things and all of that. So let me know about your writing process. Let me know in the comments below, and that's all I have time for today. If you want to support my channel, you can comment or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media, and my books are available everywhere. And don't forget to pick up Dying Thoughts 8th Ending, and don't forget to pick up Lights Out, all of which you can find in stores everywhere. All the links to which are listed below. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep writing. Bye.